Hello everybody. I hope this video finds you well. This is a short video, and in it I just want to underscore something that I have spoken about in my writings and in other videos, and that is the importance of smiling. I once knew a guy, and he did not know how to communicate. He was terrible in communicating. I mean, he would stutter. Now, this is an older man. He was like 43, but he would try to talk and he would stutter and he couldn't get anything out. And when he did, he repeated himself a lot. The guy was just terrible. But you know what he would do? He'd sit back and he would smile. He would just smile. How can you hate somebody that smiles? How can you hate somebody that smiles? You can't. It's just, it goes against the grain of the way we think. It's like you see a dog or a cat, you want to pet it. Okay? How can you hate somebody that smiles? All right, when I smile, I end up looking like a warped idea of a cross between Alex Jones and the Joker from the Batman series. But I got to tell you, smiling is going to open doors, and I used this example in my other video, and I'm going to use it again. If you want to get a job when you're on an interview, even if you're not qualified, smile. Talk only about good and positive things and smile and smile and smile. People will say, you know, he's not qualified, but man, I got a good feeling about this guy. I don't know, I just feel good feeling about this person. Radiate love, goodness, kindness, and do it with a big smile. And when the person's interviewing you and talking to you, just think about good things about them. We're all interconnected. And just because you can't see the non-physical doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You communicate by words, thoughts, actions, deeds, mannerisms. And smile. Smile. Having smiles is one of the most important things that you can do to communicate. I have gone on a couple of dates with some gals, and they were just forlorn. I couldn't wait until the date was over. I'd never been with such negative people. Maybe they weren't negative, but they had gone through some situations that made them negative that day. I'm sure everybody has had a date where the chick that they're with just cried the entire date because she had broken up with her ex-boyfriend or something. Who knows? So guys, you gotta smile. Gotta smile. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, smile! The best smile is a relaxed, sincere smile. And if you have a tendency to laugh while you do it, well, so what? And don't try to force your smile because you end up looking like that. That's kind of weird. But force a smile if you can't smile. Nobody likes a frown. Nobody likes a grimace. I told my staff a couple of times. I got one staff. He's a customer service, CS, and he's trying to convey his concern for the customer. And I told him, I says, listen, customers' problems are not your problems. You convey the information to me, but you don't try to solve their problems. You show empathy, you show compassion. And you don't need to be serious about it. The only emergency that you need to be concerned about is if you're bleeding and you need to go to the hospital. Other than that, these other people's problems are their problems. You convey them to me, you convey them to the other staff, but don't get too wrapped up in this. It's not your problem. He relaxed over that because he felt that this problem that we're having with the customer is a reflection on him because he was the CS in charge of that customer. I says, no. You do the best you can. Problems will come up. That's why you're employed, is to help mediate these problems. And then you walk the problems through our systems. But you don't get too upset about it. So don't frown. Don't look. Don't compress your face and squeeze it. No, don't do that. Say, you've got to be under control. Have you ever seen the movies? I used the movies as Star Treks before, but it's still the same thing. Why do people like Guardians of the Galaxy, the lead character, whatever his name is, the human? He, no matter what's going on, he's always smiling or joking around. Captain Kirk in Starship is always smiling. The leading people, even if they're bitching and moaning like Bruce Willis in Die Hard, is always cracking off jokes. Ho, 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 motherfucker. You see, guys, smiling in the face of adversity is a positive. You smile. You do your best. You radiate to the world around you. You become one with your community in thoughts and with deeds. People will want to be with you. They will want to talk to you. They will buy you a cup of coffee. I tell you what. You might even get a pizza out of it. You never know. And so, smiling opens doors. Good smile will get you a job. A great smile might get you a date. A fantastic smile will take away the world's worries. And yeah, in this human life that we live, we've got our ups and we got our downs. Everybody has them. I have them. You have them. Some of them are noteworthy and exceptional. Some of them are just everyday pains in the ass. We all have them, but you gotta smile through it. Have you ever had a day, I gotta tell you, have you ever had a day where you woke up and the bed breaks? You put on your clothes and the dog peed on them. And you walk to the door and you grab the handle and the handle falls off. And you're like, damn. And that sets the mood for the day. Sometimes you have to say, I need to reset to this day. You know what? I think that this day needs a reset. So, how do you reset the day? You stand back, you take a sigh, and you smile. When things are not going good, that's the time for you to step back and say, I need to give myself a little space. I need to do things differently. And if you have a series of bad events, that's a message telling you to slow way down. Because if you continue when things are breaking and causing you strife and affecting your attitude, that's the day when you get in car accidents. Oh, but I'm going to miss my little spot in the traffic going to work. You say, no, 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 no. I am going to come in a couple hours late today. And then instead you go to the local diner. You don't hop in the car, go to work. You go to the local diner. You say, I'm going to be a couple hours late. You get yourself a blue plate breakfast special. And you eat it. When I talk about blue plate breakfast specials, breakfasts vary all over the world. As an American, I like to order chicken fried, I like the eggs over easy, chicken fried steak. You don't get pork and beans over in the States, but hash browns and a couple of pieces of toast, rye if they have it, a glass of orange juice, and a bottomless cup of coffee. No, I'm not talking about Starbucks. I'm talking about the local diner, the local family-owned diner, the one down the street that hasn't been decorated in 20, 30, 40 years. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe you want some bacon with that, or some sausage links with that. That's all good. You don't have to eat chicken fried steak or some fried ham. Doesn't matter. Maybe you want an omelet, a good omelet. Maybe something with some cheese. If they have a special, go get their special, because the specials are usually something that you can't get all the time. I've had some great portobello mushroom and cheese omelets when I lived in Milford, Massachusetts. There was a local diner there that I used to frequent, and I ate quite well there. Bottomless cups of coffee. So you go over there. So things aren't going good that day. You get yourself a nice, relaxing meal. I don't know if they still have newspapers, but if they do, you just read the newspaper and have a nice breakfast. If you don't, you just scroll through your feeds, social media feeds. I guess that's what everybody does. Go through TikTok. I like Douyin because I like the little video feeds. Just have that. It's time for yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Nobody's going to bother you. And then after you eat and everything, then you go to work. You'll miss out all the traffic, and you'll feel better, and then you go out and you put a smile on your face. The idea here is interrupt a sequence of events. You interrupt a sequence of events, because if the events will prevent you from having a smile, if the events will prevent you from enjoying yourself, then it's time for you to interrupt those events. I think I told you about how I hate these Kongtiao, the air conditioner blowing right on my face. Good way to get cave lung. But, so you smile. And I've been emphasizing smiling. It's not the lips that go up. It's your entire facial expression. It's that twinkle in the eye. It's the mannerisms you have when you speak. It's the way you speak. how you speak, how you reflect things, how you talk, how you communicate. And if you're not communicating with other people, you are not part of your society. You're not part of your community. You have to communicate to others around you, not just to your loved ones or your immediate family or to your friends, but to those around you that are walking down the street, that are buying a pack of gum, that are smoking a cigarette. And you say, hey man, how you doing? Okay, that's me. This is Boston. This is Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I'd say, hey man, how you doing? You doing okay? Yeah, have a nice day, man, okay? Maybe they'll look at you kind of weird. Who gives a fuck? Okay, you smile. Smile. China, we go, ni hao. And go on our day, give a nice smile, and just enjoy life as it comes. Maybe you don't like coffee. Maybe you're not a coffee drinker. In this area where I live, which is Hong Kong, Macau, Zhuhai, Shenzhen, there's a Hong Kong drink. It's like coffee. It's sort of like an Ovaltine. And it comes in these really thick, super thick ceramic mugs. I forget the name of it right now, but you can drink that. And eat that with some Chinese breakfast. Eat some jiaozas or Shanghai xiaolongbao. Oh my God. These are like soup-filled. Imagine a little meatball surrounded in soup inside this pastry. Oh my God, it is so good. Or baozas. I like the crunchy baozas, where it's fried, so it's crunchy and soft on the inside, and the meat, vegetables. Oh my God, that's good. Or get yourself some wontons. Nice, hot, good for you, hot. But hot things in your body, warm things in your body, I think about it, I get a big smile. Come on, you can think about your favorite foods, right? Think about the foods that you like, your most favorite foods. Put a smile on your face. Have you ever had a good home-cooked meatloaf? Meatloaf meal, not just a meatloaf, not a cold meatloaf. Fresh meatloaf, mashed potatoes, maybe some peas with butter on it. Some salt. Things that make you go smile. Things that make you smile.
这时间倒数，一切变得重复，剧情甜中带涩，你到底想没想过？还随便说说。骑着单车，感觉难以言说，坐在我的后座，浪漫不过就是永不散场。寻寻觅觅，遇见一个你，一见难忘，可能你都不信，把我照亮，笑得那么甜蜜。 无法抵挡，喜欢你变习惯。寻寻觅觅，遇见一个你，总能让我变得如此着迷。从你身后捂住你的眼睛，月亮弯弯是你的嘴型。这时间倒数，一切变得重复，剧情甜中带涩。你到底想没想过？还随便说说。骑着单车，感觉难以言说，坐在我的后座。 浪漫不过就是永不散场，汹涌的人潮躲过了喧嚣，发出了讯号，一起散步在天涯海角。从前有颗暗淡的星星，因为你的出现变得更美丽。我们的爱就像没有保质期，遇见一个你，寻寻觅觅，遇见一个你，一见难忘，可能你都不信。 笑得那么甜蜜，无法抵挡，喜 月亮弯弯是你的嘴型。时间倒数，一切变得重复，剧情甜中带涩，你到底想没想过，还随便说说。骑着单车，感觉难以言说，坐在我的后座，浪漫不过就是永不散场。时间倒数，一切变得重复，剧情甜中带涩，你到底想没想过，还随便说说。骑着单车，感觉难以言说，坐在我的后座，浪漫不过就是永不散场。
Things that make you smile. Roast beef dinner. That's what makes me smile. Especially if it's a brisket and it's so tender. I love that. I guess I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy by the way I was raised. My wife, she's a seafood girl and she just loves shellfish and seafood. She likes steamed, lightly steamed. She's from Wenzhou, so she likes the sweetened steamed food. It's a unique flavor. I'm like, me. But when it comes to delicious American traditional dining food, I love that stuff. It makes me smile. Lasagna. A well-made lasagna. I know guys and gals in the audience are like, yeah, I make lasagna. So what? It's another dish. It's not just another dish, guys. Oh, I just get some chicken, I buy some frozen chicken and I pop it in the oven and here we have some chicken. People, spend a little bit extra time and put some seasonings on that. Make a meal, make a dinner. Make the moment special. You don't have to have lighted candles and a tablecloth to make it special. Just have to have some well-cooked food. And you do it on your terms. And smile. Have other people participate in the meal. Have it a family thing. It's good. Sharing things that we love, sharing things that are meaningful to us, to others, even if they don't appreciate the meanings and the importance that we place on it, doesn't matter. What does matter is how we feel when we're sharing things that matter to us, because we radiate when we're sharing an interest of ours. We radiate the things we like, and that is attractive. Talking about things we love, that's attractive. Tree houses that I used to climb when I was a boy. My favorite fictional stories that I used to read when I was laying on the easy chair. Hanging out with my cat, Sedgwick. Or some of my other kitties that I used to have. Going for a walk in the wood with my husky Belle. Trying to fish and not catching anything, but the walk over down the railroad tracks, the rusty railroad tracks alongside the river. Going through the brambles and the brush to get on top of the rock. And losing the floats and the tackle along the way. Getting a good deal, a real good deal on an engine for your car and firing that puppy up after you've worked on it for a couple of weeks. Then cleaning yourself up and going to get yourself a fine ice cream at an ice cream establishment. Not talking about a soft serve at McDonald's. I'm talking about real scoops of a selection of good, tasty, delicious ice cream and good cup of coffee. Have you ever had a good cup of coffee. I'm not talking about Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. I mean a good cup of coffee. There's moments in our time, in our life, where we've had a good cup of coffee. Things that matter to us, right? A beautiful day, you go out and the day is blue and the air is bright and fresh and clear, and it's a spring day and there's flowers and blossoms everywhere. You look good, you feel good, and you're going to go out to have a meal with your friends. These things put smiles on their face. And these feelings, when you smile, you share them. Share your passions with those around you. Share your life, the things you like. You might go on an interview. Who cares? Share your thoughts and everything. Be comfortable wherever you are. Throw down those artificial barriers. I used to be so shy against girls, but of course, that's the result of every time you go up to a girl and she starts laughing. But over time, it goes away. Forget about that. Just go up without any alternative motives. Just go up and just be friendly. Attractive, ugly, stinky, smelly, beautiful, doesn't matter. Just go up and make friends. Help your grandparents, help your uncles, aunties, and just call up and say, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you. I was remembering this other time we had, and I hadn't talked to you in a while, and I just wanted to say hi and touch base. It's a beautiful day, and I was thinking about that. I was wondering if you're ever going to come on over. Are we ever going to do anything together? Your aunties and uncles will probably not know what the hell to make of it, but they'll probably say, wow, Alice called, Bobby called, Daniel called. You know what? They're right. I think we should go do something together. How about a picnic in June? Smiles, guys. It'll change your world, I tell you what. Be part of a community, do your best. And at that, guys, I want to end up with my basic words of advice. Be good. Smile. Make a difference in the world that you live in. Be good to dogs, cats. Be helpful. Be the Rufus. Participate. Don't be a spectator. And when the situation calls, take action. And at that, guys, remember,